What's up? Welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmer channel. This is a Benchwarmer Podcast. As always, my name is Eric. He hate me 702. And the guy in the black and silver room.
Jeremy with a G.
And then the dude in the Yoshi hat.
Coming at you from Kel Rock here.
By the way, those are our winners of our bracket challenge. We will get into that in a second. And of course, we got the last but not least.
Got Mo in the house. And I think I know why they called that moving screen on UConn is because Sam picked against them in the bracket.
Exactly. I was like, I live in Connecticut. Just make them lose.
Are you dressed? You're not dressed?
No.
Oh, then never mind. Okay. Weird. Love you, buddy.
Love you.
I called him in here because I was gonna have him take my coffee cup downstairs to see if my wife can get me some more coffee. And I was like, and he's just standing behind the door. I'm like, are you not dressed? He's like, yeah, I don't have pants on. But why the fuck did you? Yeah, so
Interesting.
It's a good hour not to have pants on right now.
it's a great hour, but why would you just walk in the room? Like, why did you just put his pants on before you walked in the room?
Maybe I was gonna say.
You just want to be.
I'm
Yeah,
not trying to help. He just wanted to see what was up.
yeah, he just he didn't plan on me asking him to do something. He had his exit strategy already.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm going back to bed right now.
You gave us
All right,
2
well,
minutes to respond to your freaking question, by the way. Freaking 2 minutes to freaking react.
The reason why is because when I looked on, it didn't show anybody was on. So I was like, oh.
I was like, what the fuck?
everybody-
And then 2 fucking minutes. Like, I couldn't even walk in the fucking office. Like, Jesus fuck.
I was laying down. I was trapped between animals.
So, okay. Oh, these are pretty cool. That's next stand. All right, so let's get into Iowa versus UConn. What we saw last night. What do you guys think about it? If you guys didn't see it if you're in the comments watching and you didn't see it, go ahead and just Google it real quick, YouTube it. Great game, came down to the wire. Caitlin Clark had a turnover. UConn calls timeout. Coming out of the timeout, Aaliyah Edwards sets a beautiful screen, but it turns out it's an illegal screen. Very slight lean, but I don't understand the call. You don't call
Again,
that.
it's the LeBron effect. You want the biggest name on the biggest stage. Like, they're going to make the calls for her. And that's going to be a problem going down the road if the WNBA is trying to get ratings. Like, they're going to try to get Caitlin Clark into everything, even if her team doesn't deserve to be there.
I get your point, but we'll touch on that in a second.
We'll touch on that later, but
Yeah,
I just thought
but I get your point.
Hitting the
I have
LeBron rule now.
I have a solid pushback to that, an extremely good solid pushback to that. But what were you guys' thoughts? Did you guys think that was a foul? Do you think that was the right call?
No. It was not a foul. That was a clean screen.
That was a little nitpicky. I know some comments online mentioned like the foot was not firm and it was shifting and there was a slight lean forward, but
Look,
she didn't extend her arms. She didn't sidestep. I think that girl sold the shit out of it. They should have ate that whistle.
That you have to eat that whistle. And I know as fans, we don't want to see that. But to me, that's not a foul. That's why you eat that whistle. It's not because it happened with 9.5 seconds left in the game or whatever. It's because that's not a foul. You don't call that ticky-tack foul there. You probably wouldn't call that foul at any other point in the game.
Hey,
So
guess
you eat
what?
the whistle in that one. What do you think, Jeremy?
Can you guess what I'm going to say?
I know.
Yeah,
That's why I'm waiting to hear it.
Black on white crime. They're going to call it every time.
No. So
That shit happens 900 times a game, and you going to call it when the black girl did it. You call it when the black girl did it on the white girl.
so yeah, that's now back to the Caitlin Clark thing that you were talking about. I don't think Caitlin Clark is going. I don't think the WNBA is going to try to push Caitlin Clark the way everybody else thinks they are.
Bro,
And this is the reason why.
Can we just get out of the way of fucking WNBA fans? Like, I want to punch in the fucking face already.
Yeah,
What happened with you? You okay there?
They're
Go ahead.
already. So they're moving the fucking the Connecticut and Aces game to T-Mobile Arena. Guess why all the fans are saying they're moving the game.
The Connecticut and Aces or Connecticut and what game?
Or whoever
What game are they moving?
They're moving the game from Michelob Ultra Arena to T-Mobile.
Oh, okay. Which game? The Final Four?
No, the Aces game.
What are the
Oh,
Aces
the Aces
games?
game. Okay, so they're going from Mandalay Bay to T-Mobile. Got it.
Yeah, the fans are saying they're doing it because that's what you do when you have a transformative player like Caitlin Clark.
Why would you move the Suns and
Bro,
the
if you
Aces?
don't give the fuck.
The reason this is a problem because
They've moved the Aces games from Mandalay Bay to T-Mobile Arena multiple times.
yes, but it's also because they shouldn't be playing in fucking Mandalay Bay. Like, it's not a bad stadium. It's just they don't have a team.
They've outgrown it.
Yeah, they've outgrown it. Like,
They sell
you're at
out
the
every
point-
game.
Yeah, so yeah, they sold out season tickets, so they're expecting a lot more, and this would be the perfect time to do it after back-to-back championships. So to extend that and to hopefully have more fans and to get more.
How long is their lease over at Michelob?
I think Davis would buy it out.
That's what I'm saying, and also we got to remember they now have a real owner.
Who's their owner?
Mark Davis. The
Oh,
Raiders.
really?
That's why they changed their colors. They're
Well,
matching the
Mark
Raiders.
Davis and Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I was thinking Tom
No,
Brady
Tom
also.
Brady hasn't got an owner. Oh yeah, Tom Brady has. It's the Raiders. He has
Yeah,
an
the
owner.
WNBA, yes, he does.
So they have real owners that are putting money into it, so it works perfectly. But this is my drawback on Caitlin Clark. This is what I'm going to tell people. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? Love your show,
All
North
right.
Sports Dynasty. This is what I'm going to tell people. Pay attention to the women NBA players, the retired ones that talk about this. The reason why they're not going to be able to push Caitlin Clark, the same reason like why they think they will, is because I'm not saying she's not going to be good, but she's not going to be as good. She takes like she takes all her shots. Most of the shots, 30 to 40 shots. This girl takes so many shots a game. She's not getting that in the WNBA. We have to remember this is not the NBA. There's not 30 fucking teams. There's 12. There's not 15 spots on each roster plus G League. No, there's a very limited number of spots. And that's why you will see, if you watch the WNBA enough, a lot of the draft picks that are even in the first round, late in the second round, are not in the WNBA in 2 to 3 years. Because the talent level is so good at the top. Everybody has good players. Like, go down the list. If you go down and play 2K and look at the teams, everybody has good players. So what ends up happening is she's not going to get that. Let's not act like the NCAA is not. They play a lot of bullshit ass teams. Not everybody is the best. You have a couple superstars in all of them. But if you look at the teams that made it to the Final Four, all of them had some of the best players or the best coaches. All of them. You have Juju Watkins with USC. You had, or the Elite Eight, whatever it went in. You had Angel Reese and LSU. You had Caitlin Clark. You had South Carolina with whatchamacallit. You have Paige Beckers, which we got to stop disrespecting that girl. That girl was Caitlin Clark before she got injured, okay? People forget about this. When she was freshman of the year and then she missed like her sophomore season, that
She
girl
missed
can
2
play.
years.
Yeah, Paige Beckers can fucking play. We got it. Y'all need, So again, Caitlin Clark has been amazing, and who she's playing and who she's guarding who's been guarding her has been outstanding. But they're not putting that woman, the same like LSU, who LSU got put on Caitlin Clark. You're not going to see that in the WNBA. You're not going to see somebody that overmatched play against Caitlin Clark in the WNBA at all. So I'm not saying she's not going to be good, but the problem with if you're trying to force somebody that is 6 foot, 154 pounds, soaking, sopping wet, trying to force them into the spotlight, they're just taking advantage of it. It's going to end up hurting her. It's got to be a natural progression. And I'm honest, Sabrina Ionescu is great. She's good, but she was not the best player in college. Kelsey Plum is amazing. Absolutely amazing. But do you think Kelsey Plum is leading a team to the WNBA finals? No. And Kelsey Plum was the leading scorer before fucking Clark.
You okay there? You broke for a second.
The problem that I have is I'm trying, just to let everybody know, I am trying to cuss less on podcast. Only coming up for a couple weeks, because when we do the draft, when I do that draft with that group, 2 of them are teachers, and they put it out, and they're putting it out on Facebook. So I've came up with this thing that I've done a lot of times. That every time I cussed on like the undisputed, I've done when I did the boxing or stream, I've done push-ups. So that's kind of my idea just for that podcast, because he basically said a lot of his students watch his podcast. So in this scenario, I'm trying just for.
So every time you cuss, we're gonna find you 10 push-ups.
That's weird.
And you gotta do them live.
I've been doing 5. Y'all trying to kill me.
All right,
but I can do
5. But I had something.
Yeah, but I can do 10.
Oh, you don't want to do hot sauce with it?
No, we're not doing that. No, I remember that. We're not doing it. Yeah, so I've been doing 5. I can do 10. I'm not worried about it, but it actually helped out. Like when I was on Undisputed stream last week, I ended up doing 35, but only cussed 7 times during an hour-and-a-half stream. So like, I don't mind cussing. I just don't want to have it a lace thing if kids are going to be watching. Like ours are no kids. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's kind of just for this thing. That's the reason why.
The kids are gonna watch a test-free podcast. What the fuck is this bullshit?
Now, what happens if you're reading a comment and there's a curse in there?
On a nickel night. Hot time. Okay, so but Caitlin Clark is going to be good. She's just not going to be what people think. It's not.
They got nickel night in Kansas City.
And so South Carolina, and let's go talk about the women. Who do you guys? Well, I'm picking the Gamecocks against the Hawkeyes. Who are you guys picking?
Well, I picked Iowa in my bracket, so I guess I'll stick with them.
I'm gonna pick the Gamecocks. I think UConn kind of gave them a good blueprint of how to try to kind of contain Caitlin, and I think the Gamecocks are a deeper team than most Iowa has faced, so I think they'll be able to kind of throw ways of defenders at her. The rebounding stronger, so that should help.
Jeremy, what are you thinking?
Nobody. I busted.
No, but what are you thinking right now? I know, but
he's tapping out. He doesn't care anymore.
Okay, so
what do I think? Fuck USC.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna say.
They didn't take my Cup's advice.
I think South Carolina is gonna beat the shit out of the Hawkeyes. Like, I don't even think it's gonna be close. I think because the Hawkeyes are dominated by one star, granted the rest of their team steps up, but Caitlin Clark is everything. If you stop her, and you, like you said, you saw UConn. UConn, I don't think they put a blueprint down, but UConn had the depth and the players that could actively go against Caitlin Clark at the right positions. So I think that's the same thing that happens to South Carolina. I mean, just to give you, just in the tournament, okay, they have one game that's a single-digit win, and that was against number 4 Indiana. Every other game is 12 points or more. Just listen to the scores: 91-39, 88-41, 79-75, 70-58, 78-59. They also beat LSU in the NCAA in the SEC tournament. Now in the SEC tournament, they had a couple close games, but they've been undefeated 2 years in a row. Regular season undefeated 2 years in a row. They have not lost a regular season game in 2 years. They lost in the NCAA tournament last year. But did
they lose to LSU last year?
Yeah, so they're undefeated 2 years in a row. I think it's going to be great. I think they're going. I expect minimum of 10-point blowout.
Sorry, I kind of zoned out to read the comment from Twitch.
I got it. Hold on. Yo, what's up? What's up, NR? Love the show as always. What a Final Four yesterday. Today will be awesome also. Yes, it will. It definitely will. Yes, Mo, the quality here isn't great. If she is attractive, if she wants to name her kids something stupid like the Graysons or Braley and stick stupid-ass signs on her walls that have generic love lives here, rendering that solid 7 back down to a 3. Plus her collection of Starbucks and Stanley Cups will overflow your cover boards. Oh, my God.
He had that ready. He was ready.
Dude, no,
that is very specific.
I'm telling you, I think he's, because I've seen him on he watched other podcasts. And when we were on the we were doing a live on Twitter. He came in out of nowhere and was saying shit. So, like, I don't know if he is just that one guy. You know, there's those one people.
Quick-witted.
Yeah, quick-witted, but have some of the greatest things ever.
Sorry, do you not like my white hat?
One-liners or days.
How you kept your hat that way? There's no.
You don't wear it outdoors. He only wears it in his room.
No, he's just saying. He just wants to know, how did you keep it so white?
You don't take it outside.
That hat, he's right. That hat has no white. Like, you don't wear it.
What happens when you live indoors?
It's got to be climate control.
There's no
humidity's got to be right.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Diggs was traded. Come on, thoughts. What happened? What are your thoughts?
We all knew this was coming. Why are we shocked? Like, he's been pissed there for the past 4 years. We knew it was coming at some point.
Mo, what are your thoughts?
Well, I guess like the memes were saying, freaking at least one team in Texas instead of seem to going all in. Looks like CJ Stroud's got a nice little bunch of young receivers around him. I guess question is Diggs still the number one, or is that Tank, or is that Nico? It'll be interesting to see who ends up coming out on top of that wide receiver room.
They literally rebuild in like a year.
Yeah, the Texans said, fuck it, we're going for it.
All in.
I don't know what the Bills are doing.
They're competing with the Chargers to see who can make the worst wide receiver.
The Bills got rid of everybody.
The Bills are doing what a lot of teams are going to have to do. We've seen the Cowboys consistently do this in the last couple of years. We've seen the Chiefs do this. You're seeing I'm trying to think of other teams that have done that on a regular basis that have multiple people. Shit, the Rams, even though they went all in, they're starting to do this now where they're getting rid of some of their higher dollar people after Aaron Donald retired. But it's the problem with having a $50 million quarterback. So you can only pay so much. And we saw this with when teams tried to copy Brady in them. You have to sooner or later let go of people. Even though they're eating $31 million in salary cap, they don't have his 3-year contract no more because he had 3 years, $97 million or something like that left on his contract. So they don't have any of that stuff. So they're going to do with a lot of teams that are cap heavy at certain places. Remember, they still have Von Miller that they're still paying him. They have somebody else that they're paying. So once they get ready, I think once Tre'Davious White, whatever his name was, on June 1st, I think they got like $10 million in cap. But they're going to have to build through the draft. When you have your quarterback costing you so much money, you have to hit on the draft. The same thing that the Bengals are about to go through. The Bengals aren't really.
They're going to be paying what? They're going to be paying Burrow and
Chase and a defensive player, and that's it. And that's it. That's all. Like, look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs are playing
Mahomes,
Chris Jones, and Kelsey. Everybody else is getting minimum little contracts.
When the hell did y'all get fucking Hollywood Brown?
We signed him, $7 million. We signed him like the third day of free agency.
Yeah, he's replacing Rashee Rice from whatever he's doing.
Racing fucking cars in Dallas.
Athletes, listen to me very carefully, okay? This is all you have to do. Don't drink and drive. Don't hit women. Fuck, don't even drive. Have your boy drive. Don't hit women.
Right.
And if something happens, don't run. And you have a fabulous career. I'm more shocked they traded it to a true contender. Okay, I'm shocked they traded him we got to talk about the Texans. We're going to get in that in a second. I don't have a good feeling about the Texans.
I think you got some comments to go through.
He traded him rather than
he didn't run anyone over, and he didn't punch some broad's head. No, he just caused an accident, hurt a lady and her 2 kids,
and then left
the scene. And both cars were his. He leased one and he owned one. They were both his. The fuck you mean he didn't do anything?
Houston, Texas, not messing around. AJ Brown got it. Their offense will be scary with Mixon and Diggs. If you don't believe Diggs is your number one, you're crazy. We're about to get into this. Also, next hat, the desert spiky dude from Mario 3 that could knock you down with one circle at a time. Oh! Okay, yes. You know what we're talking about.
That's actually what I was doing.
Yeah. CJ Stroud had drama with Tank Bell getting the ball, and now you have Diggs going to be crying for it. Okay. Diggs would be a great fit for CJ Stroud. Facts. Okay. Thoughts on Carson Wentz and Kansas City Chiefs deal? Fuck Carson Wentz. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Carson Wentz. This motherfucker.
He's your backup, so you can't say fuck him too bad.
How many times did I discuss?
It's like
About
3 or 4
17.
at least.
I heard 17.
Okay, so give me a second. We'll do 4. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay. Rice isn't going anywhere. No, he's not going anywhere. He's not going to jail. Yeah, he's not going to go to jail. They'll give him. That's why he immediately. At least he was
community service
lawyer. Someone's going to take the fall for Rice and watch.
Say at least he was smart. Where was he smart? He leased a Lamborghini. Raced his own Corvette.
Listen.
He's gonna blame it on his interpreter.
An accident.
All of the moves.
The scene and got caught on camera leaving.
Okay, but listen. All of the moves before that were idiotic and stupid.
So the only where in any of the decision making from the time he leased the Lamborghini was he smart?
Not. But when he actually messed up. The only smart thing I can say he did was
actually messed up.
After he messed up, the only smart thing I could say he did was he went to his lawyer and got his lawyer to start doing all of his talking through the media, so he did not incriminate himself anymore.
Should look at other stuff he did.
He should get himself an interpreter to pin it on.
I should look at everything else.
Rice is not
blame it on. Pin it on eBay.
And fucking
Rice
Dallas,
is not
Texas.
going anywhere. Rice is just going to get he's going to get probably suspended for like 2 games.
That Rice is cooked.
And fine. Okay, so we're doing 5. I did 4 customers, so that's 20. Oh, this is going to suck.
I thought we were doing 40.
62.
Don't be skipping it. Don't be skipping it. Oh, we don't even see that you're doing them. You're going to have to adjust that camera.
There you go.
There you go. I don't know. That looks like AI push-ups right there.
Hey, Tofo, and at least Ruggs, sorry ass stayed at the scene. I mean, granted, he was fucking drunk as shit, but at least he was still at the scene. He didn't fucking hop up and leave, and then fucking 15 days later go get his fucking attorney to say some bullshit.
That's 20. Give me about 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll do the other 20.
I'm talking about
you
should do a story about everything else.
You curse. I didn't even notice.
I cursed 4 times. Yeah, I said
he dropped a couple F-bombs in a row back to back.
Money solves problems.
There we go.
Look here, mister. I'm salty about Ruggs.
I mean, you sit here saying I'm salty about Ruggs, but we sat here on this podcast for hours and went in on fucking Ruggs.
But just out of press like he was trying to fix some election. Okay.
But I'm not supposed to be upset about a guy who injured children.
No. He did something stupid. Don't get me wrong. Rice is dumb. That was
and then left the scene. But no, we're supposed to because he got money. Well,
but we know what's going to happen.
No, let's do another story about all the good stuff he did.
No, but we know what's going to happen.
Let's just forget about that. He hurt a lady and her two children.
He's going to end up being fined. They'll probably sue him. He'll settle out of court, and then and he doesn't have that much fucking money.
He's still on his rookie deal.
Yeah, and he's not like a top pick. All right, so anything else about so let's talk about Texans. This is what I'm gonna tell everybody about the Texans. Okay, first let's talk about that. I'm not sure that they're contenders. I'm not saying that they're not going to be a good team. I'm not sure that they win the AFC South.
You think the Jaguars are going to win it?
I definitely think they could. I also think the Colts can come back and win it with a healthy Anthony Richardson. Don't get me wrong. CJ Stroud played great last year. The Texans played great last year, but there was a lot of unfamiliarity. New head coach. They didn't know, they weren't 100% sure, like the other defense on what they were going to run, all this other stuff. Still learning CJ Stroud. I think this year they probably hit a wall. They're not going to be as great as everybody.
People are going to see them coming. They're not going to.
Yeah, that's what, and they're going to prepare for it. Yeah, and let's be honest, Diggs has been traded twice now.
Yeah, he did the same thing twice.
Okay. So what do you think is going to happen when he doesn't get the ball from CJ Stroud?
They're going to send him to the Browns.
So I'm not sold on this. I think I understand what they're saying, and the media is like, oh, to win, to get in the position to win, you got to have a rookie quarterback and you got to spend all this money. How many rookie quarterbacks have won?
Russell Wilson, I feel like, is the youngest to win it.
Have won, but let's think about this. That's the problem. They're pushing this narrative, but in the last 10 years, okay, so 2014, what rookie quarterbacks won on a rookie scale contract? Mahomes.
I was gonna say, well, Mahomes and Russell Wilson and
Mahomes were both on rookie deals when they did it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but he's not a rookie quarterback.
Who?
Just because he's on a rookie deal doesn't mean he's a rookie.
I'm sorry, I mean rookie deal, not just a rookie quarterback. I mean rookie deal. What quarterbacks are on a rookie deal? So you have Mahomes, Wilson. You had Jared Goff that made it to the Super Bowl. You had Joe Burrow that made it to the Super Bowl. But two of them won. So is that really the way to go now?
It seems to be what most.
But how?
That's why Chicago got rid of Fields, right?
But just because that's what people are doing doesn't necessarily mean that's the right way.
I'm not saying that is the right way, but
that didn't work.
What?
So they continued doing what they were doing that didn't work. So what they were doing before what they're doing now didn't work, right?
Okay, I get you. So
we just going to continue the mediocrity like the Raiders do.
Oh, but continuing. Okay, that's fine.
We're just going to continue.
I understand. You're 100% right.
We're just not going to change anything. We're just going to continue doing this shit that don't work.
Okay, but let's shift strategies to a strategy that we can't prove works. And it actually, if you look at it, it doesn't even back up the statistics that that's how you win. Let's switch to that
other strategy is there, though?
Here's another strategy. I'm sorry. There's been one quarterback since like forever that has won the Super Bowl carrying so much of the salary cap, but yet every quarterback is getting paid $50 million. They're still doing that. Just because teams switch, they're all copycats. Teams are copycats in this league. We know that.
Yeah, we knew that.
So I'm not sure that this is the way to go. I think natural organic building, adding somebody of a locker room cancer when you already had a good receiving squad, I don't think this is the way to go for them. I think it's going to hurt CJ Stroud more than it helps him.
He might have a sophomore slump.
CJ might just get tired of listening to again. It's a little risk because they can get rid of him because they did the got rid of his last two contracts, his last 2 years.
Didn't they also give them the Vikings pick that they got?
Yeah.
So they're really not losing much of anything.
Titans won free agency, right? Who did the Titans get?
No one. They got Tony Pollard.
Oh, and Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, so they're not doing nothing.
Yeah, we're going to find out a lot more. But I'm telling you, in a couple of weeks, we're going to find out a lot more. There's already been reports coming out that they have not been on the same page since week 1 of last week when they lost to the Jets. So we're going to hear a lot more. A lot more.
Remember, we said they had to go on the Maury show to work on their relationship.
Yeah. So we'll hear a lot more.
Round 2?
Yeah, round 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
Show off.
If I really wanted to show off, I do a 1-arm push-up. Which I did yesterday, and I was so fucking excited. So excited about it. I do have carpet. That is, right underneath that is a plastic mat that my wife bought for, the stupid plastic mat roller,
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Chairs in offices, yeah.
Apparently you need to clean your feet, though.
I need to clean my feet?
He's calling you out. He said you need a pedicure.
I'm okay with that. I don't like feet anyway. Feet are dirty. Be horrible. All right, so let's talk about the fight from last weekend. I know if you guys did not see it, I'm gonna say the same thing I said to Sam. Google the fight. Just Google the picture between Tszyu and Fundora.
It looked like a freaking Mortal Kombat fight.
Pull it up, throw it up.
Let's see.
We're gonna get demonetized.
But we'll start off with that one. So basically, what happened in that fight? Fundora broke his nose in the first couple rounds.
Mo, I feel that. I feel that yawn right there.
And then
I gotta work in an hour.
And then
Shit.
Isaac Cruz got a big old cut on his head after like the fourth round. And blood was just coming down. I'm trying to get a good picture because there's a lot of these. Let's see, share screen.
And then Fundora proceeded to give him the people's elbow.
Oh yeah. So what in it? That's so my thoughts on this. And my thought. So there's his face a little bit. Here's another good picture of it.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. So that might have been like one of the bloodiest fights. So he gets the cut right here. After that, Fundora starts piecing him up.
That was in the fourth?
Huh?
Did that happen?
Yeah.
The elbow was in the fourth?
Yeah.
Right.
So because people were saying
and then he finished the whole fight.
12 rounds. They're saying his corner should have stopped the fight.
The memes
Fourth,
with the doctors looking at
it would have went to the cards. And if they at worst it would have been a no contest. Or it would have went to the cards. If they stopped it after the fifth, it would have went to the cards. And most of them think that Tszyu would have won at that point in time. But once you delay the stopping and Fundora just starts piecing him up from that distance and starts using his height, now once you get to round 8, now you got to continue. And I forgot which fight it was, but there was a fight where this fighter was beating the shit out of this dude. And then he got caught, boom, went to the ground. And then he got like a headbutt or a cut on his head. And he came back and the fighter's coach said, we're done. Go to the cards. Too much blood. He can't see. Go to the cards. And he won the fight. But if he would have went back out there, he probably got his butt whooped. So in this scenario, I'm thinking that they should have definitely stopped the fight because that was a huge
impact.
Huge reason why Tszyu lost the fight. Because of the fact that he couldn't see. And you saw from the fourth, once that cut started, boy, Fundora, just jabbing, piecing him up. And if you haven't ever been bloody up there and seen that, it gets in your vision, it gets in your nose, it's getting in your mouth. Granted, Fundora had a broken nose, but it was not bothering his vision. That cut was bothering his vision. Like it was.
Man, how you fucking 6'6" and 147 pounds?
They're 154.
That they were, but no, I think he says he can get down to. I think in his profile he says he can get down to 147.
Yeah, that was the 154 fight, junior middleweight.
Either way,
Crawford's at 147.
That's fucking one tall, lanky ass dude.
Yeah, no, so yeah, he's 6. Yeah, he took the fight on 10 days' notice.
Right,
because that was supposed to be
after
Keith
Thurman got injured.
Yeah,
so
Keith Thurman
got definitely made the most of his opportunity.
And then
after
the fight, they did him dirty and tried to set up Spence versus Fundora. And not going to give Tszyu a rematch. How you not give him an immediate rematch? Like he took a fight on 10 days. Both of them saved your card. And you don't give him a rematch? So now they're talking about there's probably a rematch. But
they probably thought Tszyu was going to win and that they were going to set up the Spence fight, and then Fundora fucked it up.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that was not good. But that if you guys haven't seen it, go watch the fight. It's a good fight, but it's bloody, bloody, very bloody. And then the last fight we're going to talk about real quick. I just want to get this out. I told everybody last Saturday that Cruz was going to beat Romero. I told you he was going to knock him out. I said exactly what I said happened. Raleigh is good to a certain point. And then when you get to that level and you have elite fighters, which I don't know if Pitbull is elite fighter, but I know that peekaboo style that he had was elite on Raw. He
had a little Tyson-esque feel to it.
And to let you know that was his first fight at 140, he came up. So he hasn't even got comfortable in that weight class yet. Where Rawley's had his second fight at 140. You see what I'm saying? So beat him down. I think Rawley needs to go and take some more little fights beforehand. I will give Rawley props though, because he's only at like fight 17, 18 in his pro career. And he's held a world title, even though the world title win was a little jagged. And he's fought 2 huge fights with Cruz and Tank Davis. Granted, he's got knocked out in both of them, but still. So if you didn't see that one, it's not a bad fight. But if you watch it, just watch the Cruz, because the way he came out, he was seek and destroy. And Rolly also needs to work on keeping his right hand up when he throws that hook.
Isaac Cruz, after he won, decided to parade through the MGM Grand Lobby, barking his ass off by the Lions where they have the ring set up.
That's going to be a good fight. If Haney wins on well, let me stop and say
when.
Rewind. When Haney wins on next Saturday, 420. Haney versus Pitbull would be a
I think that's 2 Saturdays from now.
Pitbull the rapper?
Yeah, 2 Saturdays.
Yeah, 420 is in 2 weeks.
Yeah, Haney versus Pitbull will be lovely. Now, I will tell you guys, if you do not be surprised if Garcia does beat him. I think Haney is going to piece him up technically, but Garcia has that left hook and he has that punching power, and Haney has been hurt multiple times and wobbled, and he does have an issue with dropping his hands at certain points of times. When he gets in that pocket, he will drop his hands, so he may get hurt. But outside of that, I think Haney's gonna beat the mess up. But Haney versus Pitbull would be a lovely fight.
All right, y'all. I gotta start getting ready for work. I'll catch y'all later. Y'all enjoy y'all WrestleMania.
Be safe.
Be safe out there, Mo.
What time to start? Oh, I guess I can catch night 1 if I'm getting up at 6.
Yeah, it's 2 days. It starts at it's today and tomorrow.
Today and yesterday.
Probably
they did some of it yesterday, so it's actually 3 days. They did a Hall of Fame, and they did the. It starts at 4, the Andre Memorial Battle Royal. So yeah, they do. Cool. So yeah, they did some of it yesterday.
All right.
Peace. All right, buddy. Have a good night.
Y'all too.
All right. So WrestleMania 40 predictions. Jeremy, have you been keeping up with WrestleMania? Have you been keeping up with anybody?
A little bit.
Okay.
You look so disappointed.
A little bit. I can't name the fucking matches off the top of my fucking head.
I got you though. But you know, like some of the storylines and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I care about. Yeah. Is that what we got? Okay, so
that's not what you asked me.
I know. We know my words don't come out what they mean. We know this. I'm working on that.
I'm
working to make myself a better
person. I believe in you. I think you got this.
Well, both of them took a fight in 10 days. But I would never take that fight in 10 days. Random question. Did you go to the Tropicana? No, I didn't go to the Tropicana Hotel.
Look, no. I've lived in Vegas since 2013. I've been to the Tropicana exactly 1 time.
I've lived in Vegas since 1993. I literally grew up on the Strip. Like from 18 to 20, every time we used to hang out on the Strip. I think maybe once I've been in. The closest I came to was when me and my wife went to we went down, I think 3 weeks ago, down to the Strip, and we just walked around and played tourists, and we walked by the Tropicana.
I'm trying to head over to Vegas for vacation at some point in my life.
I'm trying to have you come out here too.
I know you offered up Jeremy's house.
Yeah, the dude that wears a Speedo. That's my prediction. All right, Dwayne The Rock. So we have a tag team match.
Besides mediocre orange juice, what's wrong with Tropicana?
random the Beyond Mediocre orange juice. What's wrong with Tropicana? I honestly don't. I don't know which orange juice I drink. I don't care. It's whatever orange juice we buy.
I can't have orange juice. I like Tropicana's apple juice though.
Oh, so day one we got The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody and Seth Rollins. The winner of this match gets to pick the stipulation for Cody Rhodes.
Pick the stipulations.
I'm sorry.
If the Rock and Roman win, it's bloodline rules. If they lose, it's normal match.
This is why I wanted to make sure that he was paying attention to
If Cody and Seth win, then Cody and Roman's fight is supposedly going to be a fair fight. We all know that's bullshit.
Yes.
So wait, they don't just fight to see who gets the rights to film with Disney?
No. So, prediction. I've already laid out my prediction very clearly on this. The Rock and Roman win. They have to win because they have to take the belt off of Seth, and it, in my opinion, because he's fighting Drew McIntyre, and day two, and you cannot have a Seth that just got beat in this match beat Drew McIntyre. So I think they're going to have to injure him at some point in time to kind of get the thing off, especially since Seth was already nursing an injury, and give him some time off. So I think they have to win because of that, and it becomes bloodline rules. Then you have Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. I'm going Becky Lynch.
Who's the other person?
Nobody's beating Rhea Ripley right now.
Rhea Ripley.
I'll take Rhea Ripley.
Not even the man.
Look, I'll be the opposing guy. I don't know anything about but I'll be the opposing person.
I'm taking Becky just because of the fact that it's Becky.
I have a question about the WWE logo. I drove by it the other day. What the hell is this? What is this logo?
Which logo?
The
WWE logo. Where's the E?
Jeremy, please tell me that hoodie is worn for sex. That has to be a hell of a self-esteem booster for women.
I'm celibate. I don't partake in those favors.
Abstinent.
You're abstinent shit?
Okay. So Gunther versus Sami Zayn, Intercontinental Championship. I'm picking Sami Zayn because they're going to move Gunther into the WWE title scene.
I'm sorry, what is he getting moved into?
Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther's already held the Intercontinental title the longest. He's broken the record. They want to move Gunther into the world title scene. Probably be a great person for Seth Rollins or Drew McIntyre, whoever wins that, or maybe even Cody Rhodes' first defense with Imperium. And Sami Zayn will win the Intercontinental title.
I think I may go with Sami Zayn.
Was that English? Y'all, look, I drove by the
Peacock. Do you have Peacock?
No. Why would I pay for that shit?
It's $5.99.
We have Netflix, Hulu, Disney. We have all these other shit.
It's $5.99, and you pay $7,000 for all that other shit.
No, actually, I think most of them we get free with AT&T.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, I drive by the WWE building. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Bristol, Connecticut. Right.
No, it's in Stamford.
Oh, that's right. The Bristol, Connecticut is ESPN. Stanford.
Yeah. I'll go run into Stephen A. Smith.
Jay Uso versus Jimmy Uso, the twin rivalry.
I'm going
Jay, of course.
I gotta go.
No, give me the other guy.
Look, if Jay wins, I'm saying right now, I'm gonna buy the Yeet cannon from Bass Pro Shop.
That sounds good.
I got this. I'm ready. I'll learn.
Okay. 6-pack ladder match for Undisputed Tag Team Championship. I hate when they do this.
So do they get a 6-pack of beer?
Well, basically the ladder titles hang above the ladder.
Yeah, that one I actually know. I know that one.
First team to retrieve the titles gets the championship.
Well,
but you have 6 teams.
Anthony Damian has to cash in this weekend.
So is that why it's a 6-pack?
He's gonna come. His year ends this weekend, doesn't it? Or am I mistaken?
No, I think he has to cash it in before Money in the Bank. That's the only rule. So Money in the Bank still goes. Isn't that in June?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. I don't remember.
I forgot about Damian cashing in.
Anymore.
That changes my Drew McIntyre pick. He said, "Don't buy it at Bass Pro. It's 20% higher."
Yeah, but I have a credit card. I don't have to use my money to buy
it. Okay.
You should pay it back later.
If I don't want to pay the bill, they can't repo it.
Wait, the 6-pack is my idea of them splitting the belts apart. Are they holding both belts up? Did I miss that?
Isn't it both tag team belt sets?
Oh, so whatever team wins the tag team belt,
ain't it?
I missed that then.
It's both sets.
Because it says for the undisputed tag team championship. I thought they were getting rid of that and just bringing one belt. That said, put one of them 509 tax on your card.
That is exactly how it works. My 20-year-old days in the military said that's exactly how it works.
Okay. If they're splitting up the titles, I'm going with Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, and then I will go with Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. If they're keeping the titles together, I'm going to go with DIY because I like DIY.
Tommaso, he does it himself.
And Johnny. Bianca Belair, Naomi and Jade versus Damage Control.
Oh, I'm going Bianca and Jade.
And Naomi, yeah, they're going to whoop that ass.
Easy. I got Damage Control.
Have you seen Jade Cargill?
No.
Let me give you a picture of her.
Built like a fucking dude.
Look, I'm going to be 100% honest. She might be a dude.
See, Eric, we were thinking the same thing.
Do you remember China?
Motherfucker is built.
Yeah, China's a country.
No, China from WWE.
The wrestler China.
You think I know anything about WWE? I've explained this already. I don't.
Even as a kid, you didn't watch WWE?
No, I did not.
Look at this chick.
She is built
she's
like
built.
She's built like a she's literally huge. She is absolutely monstrous.
She could bench press me.
Oh yeah, I'm not betting against her.
And then the other one that you have, especially after she just took him out not too long ago. Yeah, she's huge.
And who's China?
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, pull up China. China was the
first woman to enter the Royal Rumble. She was the first woman to win an Intercontinental title. She also wrestled in a WWE championship. Problem with China was that her and Triple H were together. Triple H got her into the WWE, and then they were married or they were together. And then she found out that Triple H was cheating on her with Stephanie McMahon, and she went crazy. She literally went crazy. No, that's China. No, but I can show China versus The Rock.
Oh, she fought The Rock, so we know that.
Oh yeah, multiple times because she was part of DX, and he was part of.
She was part of DMX.
DX.
You don't want to make stupid jokes.
Eric don't get those things. It went straight over his head.
It did until now. See, there's her right there, punching The Rock.
Good. Can we go to the comments for a second? I'm a little concerned.
No, the comment before that.
Before that.
Well, I mean, you are a Chiefs fan, so.
Okay. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. I'm going to give out my real quick how that's going to work. She had a sex tape, Sam. You can see. She did. She did one night in China.
Still out there?
Yeah, one night in
China. Is it a sex tape or a murder?
They didn't no, it's her and X-Pac. X-Pac.
Exhibit?
No, Sean Waltman. The guy that played X-Pac.
They didn't ban that fucking video?
One night in China.
It's too graphic for Pornhub?
Dog, it's like, you know that Cat Williams trend that's going around. You walk by a room and you saw some shit that you shouldn't be seeing, and you look at, come here. Is that a man kissing a man? That's what you see when you see China. Yeah. All right. So last, Cody versus Roman. I'm gonna say this is how it happens. Okay. Bloodline rules. Rock attacks Roman, cost Roman the championship. Jimmy and Solo side with Rock, beat the mess out of Roman. Paul Heyman, I don't know what's going to happen with him. I am still contemplating that in my head. Roman gets hurt, gets put on the shelf for a minute. The Rock comes. Paul Heyman will probably go to The Rock because he has to be his mouthpiece. The Rock will make scattered appearances
he has
throughout.
To be his mouthpiece? What?
Yeah, because The Rock's not going to be there all the time. Because The Rock's going to go off and do Hollywood stuff. So he won't be there every single week. So you'll have to have somebody that can talk.
That's not what I thought. I'm going to be honest with you.
I know you didn't. Because Solo can't talk. So then the Roman comes back and challenges The Rock for head of table at SummerSlam. So that's what I think happens.
Look, I'm buying into the hype of the whole Avenger talk. You haven't seen it?
No.
About Cody Rhodes and is assembling the Avengers. There's rumors Stone Cold Steve Austin's in Philly. There's rumors that the Avengers are assembling to help Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns.
Because
we know it's going to be Bloodline rules on day 2.
We know that, yeah.
But
then the problem that you have is the issue with that Avengers thing. I've heard that. He says, but the issue with that is The Rock is turning on Roman. We know this. The Rock has made it very evident throughout this run that he is not part of the bloodline. He comes out separately. He does whatever he wants. Roman co-signs on stuff after he does it. He puts up the loser instead of the one briefly. The Rock is going to turn on Roman.
I hope he does. But I'm with Tufo. Look, we were at the Future Stars of Wrestling fucking event, and I was asking for barbed wire and trash cans.
Look, I'm gonna be honest,
and they didn't have it. And I was
that
upset.
Future Stars of Wrestling match. I hyped it up the first week. This time, I'm not hyping shit up. This was the first time I think ever in my life that I understood what it meant when they say on WWE, you fucking wrestle in town and bingo halls and empty gymnasiums. This was the first time ever that I realized I've been to one of those. And the whole time I was like, to give you an idea, there was a guy named Michael Jackson that came to the ring and was wrestling.
Oh, no. Tell me about the other one.
Which one? We've seen a
When
lot
a grown-ass man fell for it.
Okay.
The grown-ass man. Like,
okay,
dude in his 50s.
Where we're sitting at, we sit at, because it's an open seating, we end up sitting right next to the entrance ramp, okay? In the very back row on the entrance ramp. So we got to see a lot of cool stuff. Because of the reason that there was no padding around the ring, they did some of their bigger moves on the entrance ramp to give them a little bit of a buffer, right? So they weren't hitting it right on there. Now, this guy comes out and does a sit-out pile driver on the entrance ramp to another guy, right? And immediately, that's a dangerous move, right? We know Stone Cold broke his neck. We've seen all this stuff. But the guy doesn't even sell it. He gets the pile driver, falls over, and rolls over to the off the entrance ramp, right? And is stuck basically between the entrance ramp and the railing. So we literally, if he was on our side, we could touch him. Now he's acting like he's hurt the whole time, and the ref comes up and the ref goes, "Can you feel your hands?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Can you feel my toes?" He goes, "I can't feel my toes." Jeremy goes,
No.
Okay, Jeremy.
No. Motherfucker's laying there, moving his legs. Oh, I can't feel my fingers. It's not how this works. I can't feel my fingers.
So he said he couldn't feel his fingers.
Then he's laying on the ground. He goes, 5 months of fucking coming back from spinal surgery, blah, blah, blah. It's not how this works.
So he's laying on the ground. And I'm sitting up there and we're watching him because we could see it. Now, the problem that you have is you have this guy that is now immediately. Let me just give you a backdrop of this guy real quick, okay? This guy is what everybody said would be like an internet. He runs an internet website page about wrestling. He's all into it. He probably hasn't seen the sunlight in 20 years. The only time he's ever had sex, he got one lady pregnant, and his son happens to be here with him. They are easily 40 to 70 pounds overweight, both of them, the 8-year-old and him. And he's built
really specific.
He's got the build. He's got the weird build. You see what I'm saying? Where I know this is about to sound bad, but he's got the build. He's got the build and the look where you don't know if everything's okay or if there's something wrong with him. That type of guy, right? So while the guy is on the ground, not even his son, the grown man is like, "Hey man, are you okay? Are you okay, buddy? Are you okay?" He's like, "No, man, I can't feel my feet. I can't feel my leg." Right? This dummy gets up and throws up the X sign. If you have ever watched wrestling, the X sign is used by wrestlers and refs when something goes wrong. An wrestler is really injured. Because only people that do this are what they call marks, or these type of people, WWE has messed around with it. So he throws up the X sign, and he's trying to get other wrestlers to come help this guy. None of them are budging. None of them. They're like, okay, whatever. Some guy comes over, asks him if he's okay. "I can't feel my fingers. I can't feel anything." Jeremy looks at me and goes, "This is not how this works."
Not how this works. You don't get a stinger from some shit like this.
So I was thinking maybe because of the pile driver, he might have just got like a stinger or something. You see what I'm saying?
Don't get a stinger from a pile driver.
And I kept saying that, right? So now you have this guy who's supposed to lay down. Now you have wrestlers come and try to pick him up. But because the guy's already said he's injured and he's acting like he can't feel any part of his body, they have to now try to act like he's actually injured with no acting. So he's like, "I can't move. You gotta stand me up."
And he looked stupid because the whole time he's on the ground, he's like, I can't feel my fingers. I can't feel my fingers. I can feel my toes, but I can't feel my fingers. And they go to lift him up. He goes, "I can't move nothing. You're going to have to lay me down on the ramp." And I'm just like, what? What?
So,
wait, what?
They pick him up. Two people are on him. And they're basically dragging him. Like, he can't move anything. The dude sitting next to us goes, "Oh, shit, man. I think he's really hurt." Jeremy goes, "That's not how this works. That's not how it works." And that's all Jeremy kept saying, right? 3 minutes later, the dude that had to be basically carried out on a stretcher comes running down to the ring. Like, no injuries, no nothing.
I just went like this.
Jeremy looks up. The dude
So he Paul Pierce it?
Huh?
He did a Paul Pierce on you?
Yes, but the dude, then and all of this was for him to turn on his teammates.
Look, and the 50-year-old with his 8-year-old son was so upset.
Yes, because the 50-year-old fucked up everything. Fucked up everything. Because the 50-year-old decided to get involved in this match and acted like he knew what he was doing. It made it 10 times worse. Now you have literally seen this guy get carried out basically on a stretcher and not be able to move, just for him to come back 3 minutes later and act like he's fucking okay. So it was that. Oh, the ladder. You know the ladder match is supposed to set up in the middle of the ring, right? Well, they cared more. They cared more about showing people promos that nobody cared, so they had a projector in the middle of the ring.
Bro, how they put this fucking makeshift fucking cage up? They put the cage together with ratchet straps.
Okay, so listen. First of all, they have the ladder. The projector's in the way, in the middle of the ring. So the title has to be off to the side. Okay, so then the cage is 4 foldable fences. Okay, tell me why each time they try to put one of the sides up, they put it up wrong.
3 times they did it.
And then the first side they put up, they did not put the door right. So the door, because of the way that their ring is too high, the door left about, okay, so from here, right about here, probably about this much room.
It wasn't that. They raised the ring.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why they raised the ring, but they literally raised the ring like fucking 8 inches. For absolutely no reason. So
you could not open the door and step into the cage. You had to shimmy into the cage.
You literally had like a foot and a half to get into the ring.
They put it together with it. Jeremy goes. They're not putting together. They're not doing the ring with toe straps. They're not doing the ring with toe straps. Are you serious? He sees them. They put the ring together with like 395 toe straps. In the middle of the second match, the cage starts splitting. The toe straps are no longer connecting one side of the cage. And just to let you know, because of the hard camera side, where the camera was facing, that side of the cage and the other side of the cage is where they did all the action at. So there was moments and times that we thought the cage was gonna fall over.
Bro, and then when they had a break, instead of fixing it,
they handcuffed it.
They fixed it with handcuffs.
They just got the
handcuffs to fix it.
That's horrible.
It was so horrible. None of it made sense. The matches went on way too long.
Fuck.
They got way too many people involved for no reason.
The matches went on for fucking ever.
Like the main event match had another guy against another guy. It was good. The match was great. But
I hope it was one person against another. One guy versus another guy.
It was a one-on-one match. There was a manager, and the manager became the fun part of the match. Like people were chanting saggy bottoms, like because the match was so boring.
Yeah.
The manager they just started bringing stuff out. They bring a dude out. Duke, come out here, Duke. Duke comes out. Duke is like 6'7".
And lasted about 3 seconds. He
didn't had to shimmy his way up into the ring. So you have a 6'7" guy shimmying his way up into the ring, and the good guy's just watching him. And as soon as he gets to the ring, he gets hit and knocked out. Like there was no point in that. Like it was just they bring up so much stuff for no reason. They had an I Quit match with no weapons, really besides the handcuffs. And the way he ends up beating him is because he is going to take his girlfriend's neck out. I don't know. It was so horrible. It was one of.
What? Okay.
I will not be going back to another one of those anytime soon.
I mean, it was fun, but
I'll go to their regular matches, but I don't think I'm going to go out to the Silverton for that shit again.
No. Not on a Sunday. If they do it
on a Sunday, yeah, not on a Sunday.
That's Undisputed Day.
Yeah, maybe when there's nothing else to do.
There wasn't anything else to do on a Sunday.
Well, that was Easter, so there was.
Yes, I saw the Bray Wyatt documentary.
I did not watch that yet. I don't have any plans on watching it.
You should watch it.
Where's it? What's it on?
It's on Peacock.
Yeah, so I might end up watching it.
It's good. You should watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not, we are going to have the George Foreman movie on Wednesday review, so that will be out next Friday. And we finally got everybody to watch. Well, Jeremy doesn't.
Mo, myself, and you have finally caught up.
And then
who spent $700,000 for an RV?
What?
Not me.
I would
$702,412 for a 2023 Newmar Dutch Star 4369.
Oh well, that's the RVs of RVs.
I'm not spending $700,000 on RVs either.
That's the RV of RV, buddy. You don't understand. Like, let me show you. The Supreme Air, the 2024. What'd you say it was that you saw?
2023.
I got a 2024 Newmar Superstar 429, and it's running.
Jeremy, are you just trying to buy something like expensive for no reason?
No, I've been.
Damn that!
I've been looking for campers.
That's funny. Me and Alyssa were looking for.
I pull up the RV site, and that was the first thing that came up was a $700,000 fucking RV.
Yeah, I've been looking for the campers too. Or we've actually even looked at buying.
No, I can't afford shit like that.
No, but look at this RV.
I can't afford that.
I can't either.
Like I can't even dream of affording that. Like if I see that in my dream, somebody's gonna shoot me.
Somebody wake up and slap me. Like that becomes a nightmare. Like these RVs are really nice. I would never buy one, but me and Alyssa looked at a lot of them because we were looking at when they had do-it-yourself RVs. And you change something into an RV, and she's like, "We could do it ourselves." I'm like, "No, we can't."
You gonna buy a school bus and just change it into an RV?
I thought about buying a school bus.
We did too. We thought about buying a panel van and doing it.
You guys want to borrow my work van? You can turn that into an RV.
I just want
to. Yeah, but I thought about doing it multiple times.
I had the Bronco now. I just need a camper.
Yeah, so what we might end up doing is, I might end up getting like a truck sooner or later, like an older truck, like a SUV or a Jeep, and then
so do what Jeremy's doing. Get a camper.
Yeah, and then we'll put a camper on it.
Yeah, why not?
No, you're gonna put a camper in the bed?
No, we'll put a trail camper on it.
On the movie The Beekeeper. What the fuck is The Beekeeper?
The Bee Movie with Jerry Seinfeld?
No, the Beekeeper movie.
No.
Oh, The Beekeeper. That just came. It has Jason Statham in it. Yeah. Let me see. That is someone scammed. Yeah, it's a Jason Statham movie. Yeah. Is Beekeeper, but some very important to him, scammed and driven to harm. However, with these power money hungry scammers don't know is that Clay is an agent classified program. I definitely would not have a problem with that.
I thought we were doing sports movies.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do better yet by a fifth. That's what we're talking about, a fifth wheel. Yeah.
I don't know why anybody's paying for storage. I have a house.
What are you talking about storage? Who's paying for storage?
Read the comment. I'm not paying to store anything.
Oh, store. I get what he's saying. No, we wouldn't. Trust me, we're not buying that. But it's just funny that both of us have thought about very similar things, even though we haven't talked about it. So, but yeah, we were looking at doing a truck and a fifth wheel. I even saw a do-it-yourself.
I loved that movie, Draft Day. That was a fun movie.
Draft Day is a great movie.
I want to see that Beekeeper movie, actually. I think I know what you're talking about. I saw the trailers for it.
Yeah, we'll have to do. Draft Day is a great movie. Well, we did George Foreman. We're going to figure out what the next movie we do. Maybe we'll
I travel a lot more than twice a year.
I do too.
Twice in 4 years, so.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Jeremy travels a lot.
So, like, if we had that, we would do a lot more road trips. But, like, we did a road trip in January. We're doing a 7-day road trip in June for Alyssa's birthday.
Where are you going?
We're going to Reno.
Nice.
We're going to Lake Tahoe.
That is not a road trip.
Hold on, let me finish.
It is for me.
Lake Tahoe.
In the same state.
Lake Tahoe, Crater Lake in Oregon, Portland, Washington, and then driving back.
Sounds nice.
We're going to go as close to Canada as we possibly can without having to go through the border.
Why? Why wouldn't you just go to Canada?
Because I have to let them know ahead of time because of my record.
I
have to get permission to go to Canada because of my record. I wasn't always a good person.
Fucking criminals.
Yeah, Jesus, man. Now we let them have. I'm not gonna finish that joke.
Yeah, now that let them have podcasts. It's not that I did anything. It's not like I did a whole bunch of shit. It was just a couple drug-related charges when I was younger. But one of them ended up being a felony that got busted down to a misdemeanor.
Fucking criminal.
That's what happens when you're young and dumb and think you have everything at the palm of your hand. And then your little ass gets thrown into a fucking cell with 30 other.
What world did you live in? When I was young, I was like, I got nothing. It's only going to get worse from here.
I lived in Vegas.
I lived in New York. That shit was going downhill fast.
Yeah, so no, it was weed, and weed was illegal. I did stupid shit, and at a certain amount of time, I got caught with enough weed where they turned it into a felony on me.
So wait, when you live in Vegas, is this the perspective you're thinking? You just go up, up, and up? Because when I was a kid, I just thought we were going down, 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 and we still are.
Yeah, no, we just did dumb shit. Yeah, and I got caught doing dumb stuff. It ended up being enough amount that they tried to get me with intent to sell and all this other stuff because it was in different bags.
Fucking criminals.
It ended up getting pleaded down to a misdemeanor for illegal drug paraphernalia.
Y'all make me look like an angel.
Yeah, and so yeah. But I can tell you, I can 100% tell everybody right now that completely straightened up my life. if that didn't happen, I'm not sure I would be here in the same capacity right now. Like that, going into a
I don't know. Have you seen the companies you work for?
Yeah, I know, but with 30, trust me, with 30 bunk beds being my size, yeah, that was
what, 30 bunk beds.
Yeah, so
30 bunk beds
at North Las Vegas Jail, where they put you in because the way they classified you, that's when I realized how much trouble I was in. Was I went to sleep that night. I woke up and they said, "Oh shit, you have a rest bed. You have a felon rest bed." I was like, "There's no way." And they're like, they probably intended to sell. So there was 30 bunk beds. There were 60 people in that dorm room. So you walk in, it's a huge dorm. It's basically a huge empty warehouse room with 30 bunk beds. The phones were along the side, and they had televisions that came on at 10 and 11. They took you out to eat for lunch, dinner, all that stuff, and bring you back in. And your showers.
That place had to smell like ass.
So the funny thing was when I went in there, so we had orderlies that would clean. It's because I wasn't in any gang. They asked you gang affiliation. I got put in a neutral one. But like when I walked in there, one of the dudes immediately after like a day, he's like, "Hey, let me explain to you how this works. I'm explaining to you the shower and the bathroom situation, so that way you don't have any problems." I was like, "Okay, great, sounds good." Meanwhile, my fists are balled up the whole time because I think this dude's gonna try to jump me because I knew nothing about it. I walk in, he goes, "The first 3 are for peeing, first 3 toilet seats because they didn't have urinals are for peeing. The last 3 are for pooping. If we catch you peeing on a pooping one, we're beating your butt because nobody wants to sit down on somebody else's pee. You see the shower? We don't take showers together. Put your towel up. Your towel's up. Make sure you have like your initials on it, and they'll let you know so-and-so you're up." So we did a spread every night with ramen. It was like we played dominoes. We had fun. But in jail, that sounds horrible. It was fun for the predicament that I was in.
Yeah, you're in jail.
Yeah, so it wasn't bad. Did I see some crazy stuff? I did. I did see a couple people get beat up. I saw a couple people get into fights. I saw one dude end up check himself in because of the fact that he owed so much money in gambling. And it was funny because one of the dudes, we were bored one day and I'm sitting there and one of the guys says, "Hey," he goes, "Hey, do you know how to play poker?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know how to play poker, of course. I mean, who doesn't know how to play poker?" And one of the guys that was on our bunk, we had 4 bunks and we all sat there and talked. And his name was Thaddeus. And he goes, "Eric, don't get up there and go play with that." He goes, "Nope, you might as well just chill right here." And I was like, in the way he told me, I was like, "You know what? I'm good. And when I sat back down, he's like, "Yeah, because they don't play. It's not fun. You're going to end up getting in debt. You're going to end up owing them." And I saw it. One of the dudes ended up owing him and he had to check himself in because he owed them so much money. Yeah, so we see people fight over dominoes just because somebody said something wrong to you. I've seen people fight over calling somebody a bitch. I've seen them make pruno. And I've also seen them make chess pieces out of soap.
Let's take it to an interesting turn.
No, but you can piss when you shit, but you can't. You couldn't piss. You couldn't stand up.
You swore? Push-ups? I'm so glad you didn't get me to agree to that bullshit.
I like how he always looks at the camera before it gets started.
7, 8, 9, 10. All right. It's a good thing I do a lot of push-ups on a regular basis anyway.
I'm so glad you didn't get me to agree to some bullshit like that.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Why is that another 20? We were doing 10. Why is that another 20?
Because you looked.
Also, you cursed twice. So I mean,
the camera before you started.
He did have another curse in there that he forgot to do.
This is a bad idea.
I think the hot sauce was a bad idea.
Especially on Saturday mornings when I'm around.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, you should have thought about this.
No, this is why I did it. So 100%, I said, "Hey, it's only going to be a couple weeks. The cast is on the 21st, the stream. So it's only going to be a couple weeks. I won't be on stream that much, but if it helps, no big deal." But I only did something that I know I could do because I do push-ups on a regular basis now, just to do them. So
Yeah,
I'm just,
Anthony's got a good question. Why do you keep looking at the camera every
to
time?
make sure I can see, you guys can see. I'm checking to make sure the camera, I can see it. That's all.
It's strange there, buddy.
Okay.
A little bit.
Weird.
So, yeah, so that's the thing. So I did something I know I could do. I don't mind doing push-ups, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah,
And
but
they
you're
did
around
on
me on
Instagram.
Saturday mornings. Look, I could drag this podcast on for hours.
I know.
We could be here all day.
It is so much harder to do it with y'all than it was by myself. Okay.
Well, yeah, because we forced the shit out of you.
No,
I can drag this shit on all day because I've got nowhere to be and no one to see. I got nothing to do.
I got something to do later, so I can't be here all day.
Yeah, so like I even thought about that. I was like, oh, should I say this? Because Jeremy's gonna be, I'm gonna do something.
He's gonna abuse it.
So yeah, we're good. I'm fine. I'm having fun. But yeah, the whole point is just to not cuss as much.
So you say the push-ups was a bad idea. The hot sauce was a bad idea.
That was a horrible idea. But that was the funniest thing I've ever seen ever.
Yeah,
they do, but not. Yeah, they do, but
Rio got rid of theirs because they're dickheads.
Yeah, they have buffets. A lot of them do have buffets.
They still, all of them have buffets, but the Rio got rid of theirs. They're fucking assholes.
Yeah. So, but honestly, nobody really goes to buffets. The only people that go to buffets is, do you go to buffets?
My fat ass goes to buffets. The fuck?
I go to buffets.
Well, I haven't been to a buffet.
Motherfucker, I will gladly go to a buffet. Give me fucking $14.99 for lunch. Fuck it. All day.
I have not been to a buffet in like 6 years.
Shit.
I don't like buffets. I think the food is.
Well, that wraps up our episode.
Well, I mean,
I think
the reason why you don't push ups for square. That should be another 30 push-ups right there.
Eric asked, no.
Oh, the one chip challenge.
No,
I got you, buddy. I got you. I'll pay for it.
No,
he knows why he doesn't want to do that. He knows why.
I'll pick it up for you.
Nope.
Look, I will cover the cost of the chip.
Nope. No, never, ever. I've seen one person do that. Alyssa's brother, Dalton. Out of all the brothers, he was the one that I thought would be the least wimpiest when it came to it. And
Eric is really a weird white person.
What else? Where else can you stick fried chicken legs under a chocolate fountain if there's also meatloaf? Okay, I don't like meatloaf.
I'm with you on that one. I don't like meatloaf either.
I don't like meatloaf. Yeah.
I only like
the problem that I have with the food at most buffets. Now, again, I don't know if it's just here or if it's other places, but it's all the same food. You get a dry version of Chinese shrimp of a fried rice.
It is
absolutely. You get some sort of non.
I think you're just going to the wrong buffet.
You go to the M Resort and get the fucking crab legs. That's not.
I've never been to the M Resort.
That's not the same.
That's what I'm talking about. Like I'm not talking about the great buffets. I'm talking about like the buffets that everybody has where it's Chinese food that's dry, non-seasoned Hispanic food, watered down. I don't even know what the greens or the yams or anything that they have.
So again, I think you're just going to the wrong one. What do you go to Golden Corral?
He's going to some fucking weird ass shit. That's fucking.
Well, the buffets
in the middle of like fucking bumfuck fucking
Santa Fe Station buffet, Aliante.
Yeah. Well,
I went to the Rio. The Rio was good.
Yeah, are you sure you haven't been to a Golden Corral? You're describing a Golden Corral.
I've never been to a Golden Corral. You know what I wish had their buffet? I wish they bring Sizzlers back with their buffet.
Do what?
Sizzlers? Remember when Sizzlers used to have like their
fucking Sizzlers? Jesus Christ, Eric.
Now wait, are you talking about a buffet or a guy working the street corner in New York?
You gotta go to the buffets here in Vegas.
I gotta go to Vegas.
They always have the tall hats.
Yeah.
The guys at the carving station have the tall hats.
Yeah. All of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go to. I'm sorry. You have just lost all credibility if you just said that.
Golden.
Dude, okay, so I'm just gonna be. It depends on where you're going. Like I am 100%. If I saw buffets in the South, I would definitely go to buffets in the South. I'd probably go to buffets on the East Coast. especially if it was like a seafood buffet or something like that. But yeah, I think it's basically where yeah. Do you know about all the hotels? I don't know about all the hotels in Vegas. There's like 900.
There's so many. That's it. Look. If you asked me all the hotels near me, I could name all one of them. If you ask them, there's like probably like 500 within a square block.
Like 100%. There's like 25 to 27 on the strip or right next to the strip.
What about them? I've been to all the buffets.
No hotels.
Hotels.
Yeah, I've been to all the buffets at the hotels, the casinos.
I was only asking.
The Rio's nice. It's nice now. They just renovated it with the new owners. Yeah. Well, they're renovating it, but
you should go to the Marriott Inn in Connecticut.
The new owners are assholes, and they got rid of the buffet. So I
Anthony, you're looking to come at the end of May. What I would do is, this is what I would do. I'm not saying 100%. I would of course check the prices of the hotels, but check timeshares. So check like the Grand Hilton Vacation Homes. Check like the Jockey Club, because what ends up happening is the Jockey Club has Aria. They're near casinos, but one of the Grand Hilton Vacation Homes is right next to Planet Hollywood. But a lot of times you get like a bigger room. You get, if you want to cook in there, if you want all that stuff. And you can get discounted rooms. Plus, they'll give you a whole bunch of free stuff if you go to their timeshare event. The only thing is you have to say no. So, like when my cousins came down, if you don't rent an Airbnb, when me years ago, I used to go stay on the strip. That's what we would do. We'd go stay in timeshares, and we'd stay in there for like 2 nights. We'd get a discounted room because when you get in there, they're like, "Hey, do you want to go to our timeshare?" Yes, we do. Bam, bam, bam. And then they give you a whole bunch of free stuff. We showed up, sit there for 2 hours, tell them no, and go about our business. And normally the rooms are a lot bigger, and they have like, some of them have kitchens, some of them have a bedroom and a living room, and it's not much different in price.
That's weird people shit.
Wait, did you say Strat? Is that the Stratosphere?
Yeah.
Don't stay there. Don't ever stay there.
I love the Strat.
Listen to me, okay?
But I love it for a different reason.
Behind the Strat.
Is that where you practice your abstinence?
They're building it up because of the art district.
He's gonna say because it's ghetto. Shut up.
No. Behind the Strat was literally fucking Naked City.
So
there was nothing but drugs.
So you get a free show. Who gives a fuck?
So I'm good.
Well, I don't have to go to the strip club and pay for it.
Yeah, see, that's mad. I would not stay at the Stratosphere. There are too many, and it's not close to. It's one of the further ones away from the strip because it's closer to downtown. So yes, you have the arts district around it. You do have some of the cooler stuff around it. You do have that new golf place that opened. But if you're not driving, it's a 10 to 20 minute bus ride, depending on traffic, to get actually to anywhere on the strip. Because the next hotel is the Sahara, which isn't bad. Then you have the horrible Circus. Then you have the Fountain Blue. And then you still got to go down some before you get to the other section of the strip where you start to get Caesar's Palace, Harrah's, and all of that. So just out of convenience, I wouldn't stay at the Stratosphere. Ugh. That's the main reason why I wouldn't stay there. I wouldn't say it's overrated. I had a blast there. I would say it's just like any other steakhouse.
I've never eaten at that restaurant.
Yeah, me and Alyssa ate there in 2021. It's just like any other steakhouse in Vegas. It's going to be expensive because it's a steakhouse. The steak is going to be very good. But the view was pretty. Yeah, that's a restaurant that spins. Don't pay for the spinning. We didn't pay for that. We did not pay for the extra things where you could spin because the whole thing spins. So we got to view it. But yeah, it was just a regular steakhouse. We went there for Valentine's 2021.
Did you say Valentine's?
Yeah, he did.
Valentine's. It's not Valentine's. It's Valentine's.
Okay.
It's one of the worst holidays ever created.
Only for people that actually partake in it.
Valentine's. See, Valentine's.
I don't partake in it.
All right then.
my wife. Not my wife, but there was multiple people. I did talk to my wife is in agreement.
I lie. I do celebrate it. That's the day I got out the military.
Oh yeah, so you have like a retirement thing. You have like a new life celebration.
What the fuck was that dance?
I don't know, man. Whatever's going on, I think the drugs.
What kind of fucking weird ass? What the fuck?
My wife is a smoker, so she stays on Fremont all the time, every time we go. Well, what does your wife smoke, Anthony? Because now you're telling me stuff that I don't think you understand, because we live here, so we know what people smoke on Fremont. So what is your wife smoking? Is she partaking in cigarettes? Is she partaking in the marijuana? Or is she part of the Crystal Methodist?
Or booger sugar?
Jets?
The New York Jets?
Yeah, they have the canopy, but it doesn't have the Jets.
Benny and the Jets?
Benny and the Jets. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that is actually the worst place to get it from. Just to let you know. Tell her to stop going on the strip. Catch an Uber, pay the extra money to go to anyone off the strip. She will get a better quality, a better price, and it will be a way better experience.
Oh, and the ones on Fremont Street aren't legal dispensaries, by the way.
Yeah, they're selling you bull crap. Yeah, they had Jets flying. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, don't go to that Planet, all that places. Me and my wife went there, and we showed it. Go take a trip outside. There's so many of them that it's 10 to 15 minutes. Like from the strip right now, I can tell you there's Apothecary on Flamingo, like 5 minutes away from the strip. You keep going up, there's another one. There's a source on Sahara and Rainbow, which is about 15 minutes from the strip. Stop going to the strip. Or just DM me. When you guys get down here, we'll meet up and bring you a little 2020. Bring you a little jump. So
I won't bring anything.
Bring the cookies.
Get it dome. And he may even bring you some oil, because we got that Levo. You put in your coffee. All right. Anybody else got anything else we want to talk about? Because it looks like Bambi needs to go outside.
Nah, she's just sad for some reason.
Hey, Bambi.
Turn your head.
Bambi's. She's like, I don't like them. Bambi's, you're so pretty. How you do it? Oh, you're so
Stop blinking at them.
You're so cute. All right. Do we have anything else we want to talk about before we jump off?
I got nothing.
All right, everybody, make sure you subscribe, all that good stuff. If you haven't, have a great weekend. Have a great Saturday, a great Sunday, and
I'm going for gold tonight. I got that Mario Kart tournament tonight.
You're streaming afterwards, right?
No stream today.
Okay. I will be streaming Undisputed at some time tomorrow, depending on what time I get off work. Yeah. I also got to get those videos. I got to do some editing on those videos because
But you work tomorrow.
So we're doing a conversion of our new system, and their idea was to have everybody come in on Sunday, so that way we could go through all the problems. The problem that we have is
they're retarded.
My branch comes in earlier than everybody else, so I have to be in at 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what time we're getting off, and we're going to have our district manager and some other people inside the branch. And I'm just letting them know I'm going to walk in and tell them I'm not a morning person. Leave me the.
You said yourself. That's good.
Yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not even going to pretend I'm happy. I'm not going to pretend this is a team thing. I'm not. If they go, Eric, let's eat breakfast together. No, I'm going to go eat at my desk. I don't want to be here. I don't. No. This is not a team thing. Shut up. This is forcible labor. So yeah, I'm not happy about it at all.
Yeah, that does sound like church.
It wouldn't be bad if it was like 10 o'clock in the morning or like 11, and they're like, hey, you're gonna be in for 2 hours, come in, clock in, do this, and then you're out. But they're like, no, you're gonna be in at 7. We open the earliest, and we don't know how long we're gonna be there. We could literally be there till 5. We have no clue. Yeah, and we're getting, but that's another thing. We're getting paid, and we don't know how our compensation is coming up. So we don't know if we're getting overtime or if they're giving us another day off during the week.
See, y'all too trusting.
And the problem is, they won't. Yeah, I asked them, and they said we don't know. They haven't told us. Basically, what they're doing.
And I'd have looked them dead in the face and say, "Well, once you figure it out, then call me, and I'll show up at that point."
I already know what they're doing. They're basically seeing how long it takes to see if they're going to pay us overtime or make us leave. That's all they're doing. If we're there for 5 to 6 hours, I guarantee you we have half days next week for one day.
So stupid.
Yep. That's the problem. So, yeah, not having fun with it.
You're falling. You're back up.
All right. Oh, new comment. Gotta get all the way down.
Yeah, that's an old ass one.
It is. It does sound like church. I'm gonna treat it like church too. I'm gonna fall asleep. All right. So,
Jeremy, you never sent me your baseball team idea. Come on, I need it. I need
Jeremy,
one
he
more.
needs a baseball team idea from you.
Come
He
on.
needs a name, colors, and an ability. So like power, speed, defense.
You can put it in the Discord if you want to. We need one team I can add throughout the entire time.
He's doing a creative thing and he needs one more team.
One more team. Come on, you got
Me
this.
and Mo gave him one.
Yeah, Eric, I know you don't like yours. I know it, man.
I'm fine with it.
I know. I figured you were. I didn't think you cared that much.
Yeah. So do you want to? Can you think of one and put it in the chat for him?
If not, I'll find new ways.
Yeah. So that way, and then he's going to do a video based off of it and everything, and it's pretty cool.
It's gonna be a whole series.
All right, Jeremy. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and take us out.
Put me in, coach.
Peace.